Since crude oil was discovered in Oloibiri in present-day Bayelsa State in 1956, it has remained Nigeria's cash cow, accounting for over 80% of the foreign exchange earnings accruing to the nation's coffers on an annual basis. But despite this huge contribution to the annual gross domestic product, standard of living in oil-bearing communities where this all-important resource is harnessed have remained a source of concern and indeed very appalling. According to research, years of neglect has led to impoverishment of the people to an unimaginable proportion. The lack of basic amenities has compounded the woes of the people.
We have to have governments that are willing to take the bull by the horns and bring development and infrastructure into the oil-producing areas, the riverine areas. And I think there's no doubt about it that the present administration in Delta State has done a marvelous job as far as that is concerned.
The pitiable condition in the oil-bearing communities has occasionally resulted to protests and wanton destruction of oil installations by youths in the region to draw the attention of government to the underdevelopment of the place. Such agitation has propelled government at different levels to bring up palliative measures, including the introduction of 13% oil derivation by the Olusegun Obasanjo's administration in 2004. In 2007, the late Umaru Yar'Adua's administration went a step further with the setting up of the Ministry of the Niger Delta Affairs and the Amnesty Program, all with the intention of providing succor to a region that have been devastated by oil pollution, illegal oil bunkering, etc.
All the programs were conceived and implemented when the PDP was in power. To a large extent, they have helped to address the situation in the Niger Delta.
In the oil-rich South-South state of Delta, the creation of the Delta State Oil Producing Areas Development Commission Desopadec in 2007 was one such step to address the age-long neglect of the oil-bearing communities. The desire to make Desopadec respond effectively to the many needs of host communities led Governor Okowa to initiate an amendment bill which sought to restructure the board and management organ of the agency in line with what is obtainable in the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC.
The new Desopadec has no room for incompetence, selfishness and greed. The setting up of this board is coming at a critical period in our nation's history. Revenue from oil has dropped drastically, and the plight of our oil-producing communities has come into sharp focus. The situation calls for discipline, sacrifice and prudent management of our resources for maximum benefits to our people.
So we did an analysis of the ongoing project, those that are at advanced stage, those that are barely started, we took them back, we were ready to clear what they want the project to continue. So, and after a series of town hall meetings, we came up with the 2016 budget, where we devoted 60% to ongoing projects based on the request of the host community.
I can challenge you to go to any community in Delta State. You will find the presence of the Desopadec. Either renovating a school, doing a road, sinking water project, so many. Only last week here, the governor was in my place to commission the Isoko Unity House, the first of its kind in this state, built by the funds from the Desopadec. That's why, because the governor is a good manager of resources.
Today, there are cheering stories to tell as Desopadec has become more effective and efficient, even as there is increased transparency and improved service and infrastructural delivery to oil-producing areas in the state, as evidenced in the number of projects that the Commission has executed in oil-producing communities.
For the people to own the project and also feel satisfied that Desopadec is really reaching out to them we had to do a need assessment. So from the need assessment, we're able to know the priorities of the various communities. So the projects are not just being projects we just put together in the office. It is a project, first of all, conceptualized by the people of the communities.
The Desopadec, they have tried because they've been able to build all these maternities, health centers. They've been able to start some roads as well. They are trying to bring their effect to the grassroots.
The Commission has initiated and executed projects in many sectors, such as healthcare services, building of schools and provision of learning and teaching equipment, provision of quality housing units, construction of roads in both upland and coastal areas, construction of concrete jetties to ease the burden faced by riverine communities who commute to Warri on daily basis through the surging Atlantic Ocean.
There are quite many. One of them is this Gula project we just inspected now. We have the Isoko House of Unity we just commissioned. We have the Shekelewu footbridge linking the community on two sides of a river. That one is really a star project which Governor, in fact, was delighted to come and commission is anytime from now because that is the first of its kind. We have several landing jetties. We also have Ozoro, model school.
Uzere Secondary School in Isoko South now boasts of several new classroom blocks as Desopadec has left indelible marks in the school.
Then we have the block of GSS1. Then we also have the water project that is serving the school. Then we have good toilet facilities. All these were done by Desopadec, including the fencing of the school, security gates, security houses. And so we really want to appreciate the governor. We're indeed very happy for what he has done for this school.
The Commission also carried out the construction of roads in and around Uzere, as well as the building of skills acquisition centers to train youths in the riverine areas on ICT, hairdressing, fashion design, and other basic skills that will prepare them for a brighter future.
It's a thing of joy because the government said we are for empowerment and it's exactly what we are seeing. So we give glory to God because they are fulfilling their manifesto.
What the whole conception of the smart agenda is all about is to train people to have their own skill. These people will also empower some other people by training. They will have apprentices in various places. With that, people will be occupied.
Through Desopadec, we've touched a lot of lives in our community, and our people are feeling us, and we are very, very grateful to the governor.
It is heartwarming to know that the renovation of schools and building of many more cut across all the local government areas covered under the Commission's mandate.
Here we are now, secondary school, precisely very new, but with a very large population. With the students, no infrastructure such as benches for them, make them available through the Desopadec.
Desopadec were generous enough to give us 100 units of dual seats that can conveniently accommodate 300 students. We give kudos to the governor through the Desopadec commissioner.
Desopadec did a lot of work to us because before they bring the chairs to us, a lot of chairs were broken by the hoodlums that come into the schools because there were no protectors in the classrooms. And now that we have the chairs and the protectors, we have a lot of chairs to sit on. First of all, I would like to say thank you to Desopadec. It has made learning comfortable for me. Before we used to sit 6 to a seat, 4 to a seat, but now we are sitting 2 to a seat. It has made my learning ability improve.
A good number of roads in oil-bearing communities now wear entirely new look. Those who live and do business along Stephen Aglelegin Streets in Ogara, Ethiopia West, the Ebo Street in Ole Isoko South, Okpaoluchi Road in Ndokwa East, Koko Township Roads in Warri North, Dugbele Street in Ndokwa West, can attest to the upgrade of infrastructure in their areas.
When you mention oil, we all know that it's the mainstay of Nigeria economy. The Desopadec has really impacted on my community. Even you can see right where I'm standing. You can see the construction of road. Let me say that on behalf of the community, I want to thank the governor and to thank the MD for what they are really doing in my community.
Dr. Okowa, we love it because all the roads in Okowa West was renovated well, fine. So we be Okada people and enjoy the road fine.
Before now, this road was impassable, because the whole place was full of garbage. But since they've constructed this road, the road now is passable. Vehicles and machines, they do pass here.
Friend they fall, people not fit they sell. Everywhere they rough, dirty there everywhere. But when they don't want so, the market don't they need well now. And if customer they come, if they see the market, body they sweet there.
Before you know if you pass here, enter the market, even mosquitoes if they finish, we will be say they stay here, free for water go gather everywhere. But as they do now, it's all good. We like her. Desopadec, God go bless them. God go bless Okowa to the work we be say their work we appreciate her.
Welcome to Delta. My Delta, my Delta. Welcome to Delta. My Delta, my Delta. Come live in Delta. Come invest in Delta. Come explore the potentials of our state. You better run, come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where Okowa they do. You better run, come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where Okowa they do. I see your job and work creation in Delta. Make the youth say them higher. Okowa. I see good roads everywhere in Delta. Make the people say them cola.
At the Skill Acquisition Center in Numutu, Okowa local government area, built by the Desopadec. This is perhaps one of the biggest skill acquisition centers built by the Okowa administration. I have with me the Executive Director, Social Services Development in the Desopadec, Honorable Christopher Ocho. It's good to meet you, sir.
Thank you very much.
What informed the decision of the Desopadec to embark on this project?
It's one of the star projects that it was granted or approved by His Excellency, first for meeting of the SMART agenda, which is also part of the entrepreneurial project, training a lot of citizens that are across this part of the state. Desopadec took it up, and to God be the glory, it's completed and is much appreciated by the community and all.
The classrooms have had a...
This is information and communication technology, where computer repair
and other internet repair.
Yeah. So that's the intention for that information and communication technology. The whole of this is just the department meant for it.
Yeah.
Nnamdi Ezechi and Fidelis Oputa represent the Ndokwa Nation on the Desopadec board. They have success stories to tell, as several projects have been attracted to the people, which have far-reaching effects on the lives of those they are representing.
It's a community-based project. When we came aboard as Desopadec members, the governor drew our attention by a way of guide that a project should be driven from the mandate area, not you as a board member, to initiate projects that may not be important to the people. And as you can see, every project you see in my mandate area is being driven by the community.
Roads helps a lot, linking communities to community, towns to town, and our people are mainly farmers, so to enable them bringing their goods and it will help making it easy for them. So I think it's one of the major aspects, and since we notice that the governor is keen into it, Desopadec has just to come also keen to the SMART agenda of the government.
As part of measures to ameliorate the hardship experienced by many communities in accessing neighboring settlements through water transportation, the management of the new improved Desopadec donated boats to riverine communities and also built landing jetties at Naifo Island and Ajuju in Warri Southwest.
Before, when the jetty have not been done,
we are passing through plank jetty. It won't take months, before 2 months time, we get rotting. So now that this work that the Desopadec have done is very good. Even midnight, even when the water dried, we can still have access to enter here through the jetty.
Well, it was bad, but we are managing it before. But now the government have provided this one for us, and it was okay. We appreciate the jetty, and we are thankful to Governor Okowa.
As well as I come to the jetty now, with the help, we enter boat, cross go this worry, come back. God bless.
The restructuring of Desopadec has made it possible for commissioners representing the ethnic nationalities that constitute the commission to have their offices domiciled in their areas, making it a lot easier to interact with their people on their developmental needs. This model approach to grassroots development has already resulted to positive results.
Isoko people are not just celebrating you, but they are in a jamboree of festivities for you. Your Excellency, history has been made. Your quick intervention and an open check given to Desopadec has brought the project to completion.
I'm happy that Desopadec is getting very focused on its job. I've told them that for all the ethnic nationality projects, they can go on and do what they want to do. But for those projects they call centralized projects, I want to ensure that these are projects that would directly impact very strongly on the communities, and I'm interested in that.
This is very nice. This is a beautiful edifice, and I thank the planners from the beginning to this stage that it has reached. And it is, I think, a symbol of what these local people, when they put their mind to something, what they can achieve. I must say thank you for this honor.
To God Almighty be the glory.
In the same vein, the activities of Desopadec has surpassed the expectations of many in the Urobo land. The Ugbogo-Ogbodu Road, which has several field portions, has been rehabilitated for the use of the communities in Ughelli South and North local government areas.
The legacy they've done very well, especially under this regime. They are also, the issue of targeted development is also not transcending into the Desopadec, and we are seeing what they are doing.
It is a creation of the law. It's a creation of government. And the way he has been able to manage the Desopadec has given more dividends to the beneficiaries of the Desopadec more than before, because projects are now being done the way it ought to be done, not the ones that are not needed by the communities.
Within their resources, they are doing their bit. If not, the people would have demonstrated against them, and we have not seen such. It is because they know their limitations and they know the much they are doing around the oil-producing communities.
In Sapele, the Commission has renovated primary schools and constructed 6 classroom blocks in Osubi, in addition to Awolowo Streets project. While the Ugbenukoko Road project linking Ogara, Ethiopia West and Warri North is still ongoing. In Isoko land, apart from many other roads constructed, the people also have, to their credit, the Kane Road in Ozoro and Onitsha Streets also in Ozoro.
For more than 10 years, you cannot pass this road, mostly this hour, because of water. We, the Isoko North, are much ready to stand for him because he has given us access. Today in Ozoro here, you can see many roads that are leaking from place to place, and those are his handwork. So we praise the governor.
When I did the bicycle at the ETA ground before, at the roll apart before this road, before the ETA. But just now, I go ahead. If I enter the bicycle now, go ahead at the go.
Before we don't have to pass this place, we have to pass long journey before we get to where we are going to. But now it's quick and very smooth, and we are very happy about it.
For the Ijaw ethnic nationality, the Commission has recorded major milestones as projects that are dear to the heart of the people and are today touching lives in different dimensions have been executed by Desopadec. The steel concrete overhead footbridge linking several communities in the area, alongside the provision of learning tools and other projects in Baramatu, Naifo Island and Ajuju, where landing jetties have been built, have brought huge relief to the people. The success story of Desopadec has also resonated deep in the coastal communities in Ishekiri land. The construction of the shore wall protection at Salvation City, construction of landing jetty at Enye Bugbene, the township roads in Obiatubo, Koko, including interventions in schools and health institutions, have put smiles on the faces of the people.
Formerly, we don't have chairs, we don't have desks, we don't have table. But this year, we are very happy when Governor Okowa donated these things to us. So children are very happy when they are sitting down on the desks, writing, doing whatever thing they are doing. Even we teachers, we are very happy.
It's very effective and encouragement to the community. And most of the children, all of them, they become ginger to go to school.
Despite this plethora of achievements, the Commission is not resting on its oars in delivering on its mandates to the people in line with the commitment made by the Okowa-led administration.
It has restructured the Desopadec to the extent that what used to be, it no longer is. Formerly, the commissioner representing each ethnic nationalities were full-time members, but now they are part-time members, whereas you have executive directors in various parts of it. I think that has strengthened the performance of the Desopadec.
If you travel around the state, you will appreciate the number of roads. The new roads are tarred, the old ones rehabilitated. So the governor is actually using the revenue resources of this state to the full benefit of the state. He is a very successful governor.
During a recent visit to Burutu local government area, where the Burutu Township Road linking many streets within the Burutu local government headquarters was commissioned, people could not conceal their joy as they danced to acknowledge the positive effects of the many life-touching projects executed by the Okowa-led administration.
Commissioning of this road project today is another glaring evidence of His Excellency commitment and determination to ensure massive urban renewal, transformation and development of every part of the state in riverine communities for general improvement of the quality of life of the citizenry.
I must thank our chiefs, I must thank our youths and our women, giving all the assistance to enable a peaceful and speedy completion of the network of roads in Burutu. I want to formally commission this network of roads in Burutu town.
This road has opened up this place in such a way that everybody who are living here will feel comfortable. You cannot be walking under dust and what have you. So this road will make a very important economic importance to the people of Burutu community.
Since I came into this town about 2010 level, there is no road like this, no road as wide as like this. But now if you look at the road very now, it's very wide. I want to thank the governor. He have done a lot. If it's only the road for this town, I really appreciate it. I give him kudos.
The Burutu Grammar School upgraded to a model school with state-of-the-art facilities in the science, social science, home economics, and entrepreneurship has shored up the economic value of private property within the area.
The beautiful edifice we are speaking today is a legacy, and the fruit of the good work of Excellency.
This structure has 24 classrooms, 4 laboratories, the principal's office and the secretary's office, the sick bay, a library, a reading room, and also a computer room. Today, we have 1,250 students in the school.
I can see our students very beautifully dressed in white. White signifies purity and peace. And I do know that you are a very peaceful people in the Burutu community.
The many life-touching projects executed by the restructured Desopadec and the many others by other agencies under the strict supervision of Governor Okowa have helped to boost the peace in the creeks.
To a very great extent, Desopadec has really helped in the learning and teaching in this Opete secondary school area, because you can see that we now have more students roaming the streets. Since we have more buildings like this one we are standing on now, we will be able to accommodate more of them, and it has made teaching very effective.
They gave us a good building and enough teachers to teach us well, and it was brought by the Desopadec, and we're enjoying free education by the Desopadec.
Evidently, the Okowa-led administration has, through the activities of Desopadec, demonstrated its commitment to develop the oil-producing communities, and that commitment has rekindled renewed hope of brighter days ahead.
Come to Delta State, come and see the good things where Okowa they do you better. Run, come to Delta State, come and see the good things where Okowa they do. I see your job and work creation in Delta, make the youth say them higher. Okowa, I see good roads everywhere in Delta, make the people say them cola. Come live in Delta, say me I say, come invest in Delta. Come explore the potentials of our state.